I just wanted to welcome everybody to this DVD that showcases the great work that our volunteers do. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind, and I'm sure of the rest of the staff, that we couldn't do the job that we do without volunteer support. We've got volunteers providing a great range of duties right throughout the hospital, all sorts of services, too numerous for me to mention. And if you were to look at the economic value of that, we would have to pay millions of pounds to get those services from paid staff. So it's a great big thank you to all of our volunteers. This DVD will show some of the great work that goes on, and right throughout every part of the hospital there are many examples of the kind of work our volunteers are doing. You all know how hard pressed the NHS is, with lots more activity year after year, and the demands are going to get greater for many years to come. And we really need the support that volunteers can give us, because volunteers add those touches that often we just don't have the time to do with the busy workload our own staff have got. We mustn't forget also that volunteering isn't just about the jobs done in the hospital itself. We have lots of volunteers raising money for the charities like the League of Friends and the Blue Skies Hospital Appeal. All of that helps us to develop our services, to provide better quality of services for our patients. And so that also is a really important contribution to the development of the Trust. Whilst volunteering is a great thing for the hospital, I hope you also find it fulfilling and rewarding, and that you enjoy coming and feeling you're making a contribution to the things we're trying to do for the local community. So once again, on behalf of the whole Trust Board and the staff at the hospital, thank you very much for the work that you do.
I feel that the patients benefit from the visits by the League of Friends because they just look forward to them coming. They're just something to look forward to during the day rather than just normal visitors. It's something to get off the trolley, something nice, someone to have a chat with, and just different people on the ward. Makes a nice change.
The League of Friends do a very good service, and it's a worthwhile service that they give to the patients.
The League of Friends have been absolutely fantastic for the patients, and the fact that obviously money's raised through the services they offer, which are actually utilised within the Trust. So as nurses, if we require essential equipment, then obviously we can gain access to funds such as this to obviously facilitate equipment needed.
I mean, the League of Friends have been absolutely incredible. I mean, really, the maternity unit would have struggled to buy an awful lot of equipment if it hadn't been for the League of Friends. And hopefully this year it will be no exception. We'll put some more bids in and it'll be successful. So we'd just like to say thank you to all the people that actually support the League of Friends, because it's absolutely invaluable.
League of Friends Children's Clinic wouldn't be the warm, exciting, friendly environment that we have now. The many generous donations they've made to us on moving over to our new premises, Children's Clinic no longer is a frightening experience for the children that attend. They look upon it now as an exciting adventure when they come in and see all the toys and facilities that the League of Friends have helped us to provide, making it a state-of-the-art children's clinic suitable for the future generations.
I'd like to say on behalf of the Women's and Children's Division a huge thank you to the League of Friends for their continued commitment over the last 2 or 3 years to their determination to improving the children's services.
Here on the neonatal unit we've really benefited from some of the legacies. We've had a new unit in the last year, and we've had an awful lot of equipment bought for us from the League of Friends to enhance that new unit and the care of the babies on here. So thank you very much.
Morning, welcome to Victoria Hospital Radio. It's now 10:20 on this Thursday morning.
Well, obviously we like to keep patients entertained and informed. We don't do a lot of very serious in-depth news, which can be a bit depressing perhaps to listen to sometimes, but a lot of music. Our main thing of course is patients' requests. We like to get as many of those as we possibly can, and also telling them a little bit about what's going on in the hospital community.
I would just like to say thank you to Radio Victoria Volunteers, as there are some patients who do listen to the radio as a means of comfort.
Well, I've been here over 6 months now, so I'm pretty much a long stay patient here, having had 3 hip operations. I think they're marvellous. There's nothing else I can say about them. They're here, unfortunately, only 5 days of the week. Don't see them at the weekend. But they're like angels. They come here just when I'm having a wash, shave or whatever. They know who I am. They'll leave a cup of coffee if I'm in the middle of shaving, or it's lovely to see a smiling face, and they're just terrific. I think the hospital would be very short of a very special branch of people if they lost their use of the volunteer service.
They are very, very friendly, nice people, and as volunteers they do not get paid for this service. All Ward 32 staff would like to say a great big heartfelt thank you to these volunteers.
I think the Star Buddy service has been really helpful to me. It's helped me understand different positions to feed the baby. I think it's really good that mums will come and help first time mums like myself, because I know that it's voluntary, and I just think it's really good.
And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Star Buddies for all the work and dedication that they provide to the Women's and Children's Unit with supporting the breastfeeding mums.
I'm incredibly grateful for what our volunteers continue to do here and through the chaplaincy department. They are a wonderful support to myself and my chaplaincy colleagues. They are a great joy to work with, and I know from the feedback that I get from staff and patients around our hospital how much this means to be with people, to support them, and also to be an encouraging presence and a sensitive presence to patient need. Thank you.
Volunteers are part of the team in A&E. They help make sure the patients have cups of tea and are supported, and tell them which area to go to when they're lost, give them information. Without them, I think we would be stuck sometimes.
I'd like to say on behalf of the neonatal unit that the volunteer service that is provided to ourselves is a very useful service. They provide support to parents and assistance as necessary, and I think it's a very valuable service.
Hi, I'd just like to say thank you to all the meal mates, to all the volunteers that have come on to CDU in the past months to help the staff in ensuring that the patients have got the right meals, the ability to clean and wash their hands, and to help them with opening the packages and to generally make them feel more comfortable and to make meal times a more happier occasion rather than it being an event. Thank you very much indeed.
Hello, my name is Liz.
And my name's Colette, and we work in the Children's Clinic. We'd like to say a big thank you to our volunteers for all the great work that they do, such as collecting notes, playing with the children and delivering samples.
On behalf of Children's Clinic, I'd like to thank the volunteers who give us their time. Without their assistance, and the day-to-day running of Children's Clinic wouldn't run so smoothly. We really appreciate the time they give us, and we look forward to having many more years of their volunteering.
The Red Cross volunteer always makes the ladies feel really good about themselves because she pampers them, she does the hands and the nails, and when she goes, the ladies always actually comment about how good they do feel after she's been.
Well, this is actually a bit of a surprise. I came into hospital for surgery, heart surgery, and here I am having a nice manicure. It's very, very welcome after the stress of the last few days.
On behalf of all the staff on Ward 39, we'd like to thank all the volunteers that come on the ward, particularly the Red Cross lady.
I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank the health mentors for all the work that they do and the hard work that they've put into this project. And I'd also like to thank them for all the time that they give so willingly to the project. We have a fantastic group of health mentors, and it's due to their dedication, commitment and enthusiasm really that the project has been such an overwhelming success. So I'm hoping that we can move forward and build on the successes that we've already made.
I've found the volunteers here today ever so helpful, trying to be understanding with people, not sort of telling them what they've got to do, but trying to make them understand that it will be better for them. And I'm sure they'll find it quite easy if they go by the rules of what the people here are telling them. Thank you.
The volunteer is very helpful, I find them. Nothing too much trouble.
I think now Victoria's expanded over the years. It's very easy to get lost for anybody, and patients coming in, the first sight of a hospital is a welcoming stand and people there that can direct everybody to where they want to be. They're absolutely wonderful. We couldn't cope without them. You know, we walking down a corridor very often stopped and asked where new departments are, and we're unsure, to be honest, when we've been here so long. But the welcomers are really on the ball and know where to go and direct people. It's taking a huge burden to the hospital.
Well, I think they're very good at the job and they're very helpful, and if we weren't there, we'd miss them. They do a great job, all volunteers.
We appreciate all the time given by the volunteers, and once again would like to thank them for all their help given within the outpatients department.
Hi, I just want to say that it's a fantastic job what they do, the people bring around all the books. It takes the patients' minds off their illnesses and why they're here. It gives them something else to focus on, and they look forward to the library people coming round.
Yeah, I'd just like to say thank you to the ladies and the gents that bring the library books round. So there's quite a few patients in here that have found comfort with them, plus it helps pass the time.
Good evening. I would just like to take this opportunity to thank you, our volunteers, for all that you do in the hospitals of Blackpool, Fylde and Wyre for our patients. You make a massive, massive difference to the organisation, and so often add the real quality and the act of kindness and the loving touch, which means so much to people when they're in hospital feeling vulnerable and fragile. Thank you very much.
I'd like to thank all the volunteers in the hospital, and personally my thank you for all that you do for our patients, and also a big thank you from all the nurses and midwives and allied health professionals that work with you on a day-to-day basis. I think we probably all recognise that for our patients who come into hospital it can be a very anxious and distressing time, and I see the volunteers day in, day out supporting patients and really being those helping hands, those reassuring voices, helping people find their way around the hospital, and in particular the help that they can give our patients on the wards is absolutely fantastic. From those volunteers that maybe assist with patient meal times, talking to patients, reassuring them, and for those volunteers who help when patients maybe need a little bit more of that spiritual support to help them with their treatment and recovery. And I think, you know, my heartfelt thanks. I think you do an absolutely fantastic job giving up your time freely to help our hospital, and you know, we would really struggle without your help and support. So a big thank you, and I hope you enjoy your celebratory event.